Did you watch anime with her?
Yeah.
Does she call you senpai?
Yeah.
Do you daisuki her?
Hi.
Alright, so if y'all haven't been living under a rock these past few weeks, you would know that Devil May Cry has officially released a brand new anime on Netflix. And if you're new to the page, just know I'm a big fan of this. Not so much this though.
No, baby.
I absolutely love Devil May Cry, and my boy Dante is my favorite character out the entire series. Some might say I be meat riding or glazing him to the max, and all I have to say to that is, I know. Now, even though this anime ain't canon to the video game series in any shape or form, I still gotta talk about Dante and how he be standing on business. Then towards the end of this video, I'm also let y'all know about my thoughts with the anime because I kind of want to talk about that. I got my ups and I got my downs, so stick around. Now, with that being said, let's dive into the madness. Alright, so these mercenaries storm into Dante's place trying to take him down or capture him for a good price. As they start moving forward, one of the soldiers gets swooped up into the ceiling without even making a sound. This motherfucking Dante thinking he Batman doing a stealth takedown. And I never understood how the people around them never had a clue of what's going on. Dudes be having their buddies 2 feet away from them. They be getting snatched up that close and then they don't even notice it. It's like they got their life notifications on D&D. Do not disturb. Like, what are we doing? Also, on the topic of Batman, I got a Batman Arkham video on the way, so y'all stay tuned for that.
Okay.
But back to my main course. And while that happens, the squad approaches a chair slowly just to get bamboozled by this fat ass nigga Enzo being tied up like he on that freak timing. Meanwhile, Dante in the background like, got him. We fucking got him. Cause he load up his pool table shot, and just like how he did in DMC3 to those demons that raided his shop, he smacks the white ball and hits everybody in his house. And this dude got smacked straight to the dome with it. I know he was suffering some massive CTE right there. And it's even crazier because I don't know how this nigga only ended up with a knot on his forehead. Brother, the balls literally put dents in the brick wall. Dents! So my question is, how the fuck did he not die? This man should be taking a deep breath through his forehead right now, and yet he only got a knot? I'd rather be dead than to deal with this on my face, because I refuse to be walking around looking like Starfire when she had that lump on her forehead. That's a big no sir for me, no, no, no. Anyways, they then start opening fire, but Dante over here pull out the trickster style and start dodging them attacks like he lagging with a ping on his account. Like dead ass, brother was literally teleporting at this point. If I was one of the mercenaries, I would have been aiming all over the place for my own safety, because clearly he not in front of me no more. He got to be around the whole universe at this point. And then to make things even more disrespectful, Dante pops in and says this.
Who are we shooting at? Who are we shooting at?
You have a good day.
Yeah, nah, I'm not fighting this nigga. I'd rather take on a gorilla with 100 people, because at least then we would have a chance in that fight. Now, granted, whoever go first is definitely getting ripped apart, and that's probably gonna scare me, and I'm definitely gonna take off. But the other 99... The other 98 niggas gonna take care of it. But back to the soldiers, and they keep shooting at him. But Dante grabs his coat from Big Dude and then starts dropping them boys off one by one. Even disrespected the mess out the last dude by taking off his headband. Ultra Instinct dodges an attack, ties his hands together with his own bandana like he getting arrested, and then kicks Buddy to a wall and treats him like he in a bullfight. Ain't that some bullshit? He didn't even have the faith to slide in there with 60 FPS. That nigga came in like a slideshow and he just boomed you straight to the wall. I would be tight. I'd be mad. I would quit life. And it don't even end there, because then some more soldiers pull up to the building, and when they bust down the door, I know they wanted to pray to God that they didn't even show up, because this man Dante took a whole steel beam, I'm gonna say that again, a whole steel beam, and threw it at them motherfuckers. You know how strong somebody gotta be to just do that? Dog, an average steel beam that's in your apartmentplex weighs around like 120 pounds. And also based off the length of it, it's gonna feel like 500. And Dante just casually chucks it at them boys. He even knocked down like 7 of them. This nigga done caught him a human strike. And after he speed blitzes every other soldier in that building, one more dude come in and booms Dante through the chest. He thinking he did something, but just as that smile appears, it immediately pulls a Steph Curry 3 and fades away. Cause then this happens.
I heal extremely fast, like a superhero. Not that I call myself a superhero, but your mom does.
Man, what the fuck is you talking about? What the fuck was that? I'm sorry.
Anyways, after he punks more of the low-level mercenaries and gets his chest felt up on by a lady, even though it should have been me, not him, we can now fast forward to the actual demon fighting. So a few episodes pass and my boy Dante is straight boxing with Agni and Rudra on the plane. They trying to get him to activate his devil trigger, but with the ass beating they was giving my man, shit, the only thing these niggas gonna activate is a hospital bill for him, cause this is ridiculous. I mean, do you know how hard somebody gotta hit you into a flashback? That's literally knocking the PTSD into someone. I know Dante was like, make it stop. Oh. Like, nah, bruh, ain't no way y'all doing my goat like this. First a wombo combo, then a twin tower traumatizing tussle, and then a slice to the gut? Oh, hell nah! This whooping was so bad it even had the hostages on the plane looking at him like, get up! But just as Agni trying to slice Dante open like he a Zan cake, that boy catches that thing, and we get to see a piece of his devil trigger hopping out. He started looking at him like, bruh, don't you know? This is my show. I'm the giga nigga around here.
Who the fuck is Giga Nigga? What the fuck?
So after that happens, Agni start getting mad and tweaking out like he lost in a gaming competition. So he charge in and start trying to swing on Dante. But he once again pulls out more Ultra Instinct dodges and then takes Agni's right arm like it's nothing. And peep his face, peep it. He in his head trying to calculate everything that went wrong. One minute he had his op on the floor ready to pass out, but then the next, the nigga swung his body to the side and took off his jerkmate companion. I hope he know how to use his left hand because not that boy's out of the ranked matches for sure. And even though it's a Netflix adaptation, you know they still had to throw in the disrespectful seasoning for Dante because he then takes Agni's own sword and packs him up with it. Imagine seeing your own brother get skewered in front of you. I'd be mad too. Like, how did we have the upper hand in the fight not even like 5 seconds ago? And now it literally got turned into a handicap and then a one-on-one. Like, dog, you got it. I'm breaking my own neck after that because I don't want no more problems at this point. But Rudra had different plans though, because he turned into a bomb threat like he a terrorist and then blows up a piece of the plane, sending everyone flying out that hole. And while they going down, Dante's still locked in because he knows he ain't finna let nobody else be a victim except for Big Crip over here. So my guy starts running on the broken objects falling out the sky, grabs some parachutes, and starts saving some of the passengers as they over there still screaming for help. Then after Dante starts twitching like he off a perk 30, my boy finally explodes and whips out his devil trigger. And even though the animation is CGI, what I'm about to say is about to be super controversial. I'm talking about Patrick Star on the death podium controversial. But his transformation in the show looks harder than his DT in the games.
You need to leave. It's disgusting.
But wait. Before y'all tote y'all guns and blow my face off like Kurt Cobain, I'm not discrediting the games. Obviously, the game version is fucking sick. But in my opinion, I personally like this design a little more. Now, of course, Sin Devil Trigger clears, but y'all get what I mean. But anywho, Dante then flies down to save some random dude, and he starts screaming like, police! Help! And my nigga retaliated like, hey, shut the fuck up! You wanna be saved, or do you wanna fall to your death? That's what I thought, you off-brand Clark Kent looking motherfucker. So then he ends up successfully saving everyone else and puts them on a building top. But before he could even blink again, Big Crip come in flying like a moth to a flame and takes Dante back up into the air with it. Rudra talking about some, I would have felt all silly killing a human. And do you know how disrespectful my boy's comeback is? He says some, you know what I felt when I killed your brother? The same feeling I had when I slid into your mom's loose ass pussy. Nothing, little nigga. My God, Griffey! Why you do him like that, yo, Griff? Like it was so bad, the conversation might as well went like this.
You burned my house to the ground! My family's dead! What do I do? I'm gonna find you, motherfucker. I'm gonna...
So after that insane comeback, Dante starts styling on him to the point where Rudra had to pull out his sword. Mega pause on that, by the way. And he starts spamming a wind attack. But Dante didn't even need his sword. He was throwing straight hands. Bro even hit this man with a flash step and then a demon kick to Rudra's noggin, sending him down to a whole building. And it ain't even over yet, because then he pulls up on him and starts beating the mess out of dude. I'm talking about he was on his BB no money timing. He was hitting that boy with a left, right, go. I mean, shoot, it looked like Dante was doing Brian Fury's victory emote on that bum for like a whole minute. Now, even though my boy was putting in all this work, it kind of didn't matter because guess who comes in a few minutes after his devil trigger runs out and then getting slammed into another building? Lady. And she just pops bro's head off like it was nothing. And that kind of brings me to my second part of this video. And we gotta talk about this woman. There was no reason she should have survived a fight against Echidna, a plasma demon, and Cavalier Angelo by herself. Like, there's no way. Matter of fact, I'm gonna just completely dive into my thoughts right now because the Dante Glaze just ended and Lady is essentially a main character in the show. So let me start off with the things I didn't like. Number one, the very person I just mentioned, Lady. As y'all seen in my previous Dante video where I was completely thirsting over her, y'all know I'm a big fan of her. However, in this show, I have very mixed emotions with her. Like, she's still cool and badass and does a lot of fighting and all that crap. But dude, and I know it's gonna sound hypocritical coming from me, but she swears like every 2 seconds. And again, before y'all get on me, I already know the comments gonna be like,
oh, you can't talk about her cussing and you cuss a lot too.
Shut up, I'm gonna tell you why it's different. Y'all gotta understand, I do this for fun and comedic purposes. But when it's a serious situation going on or something around that sort, I keep it a little PG. You know, I keep my potty mouth up my butt and then release it into the toilet water later. But when she talks, it's like 90% of her sentences have swear words in it to the point where it literally feels so dang forced. Like, peep this dialogue.
2,000 years ago when our world was still connected to their shithole. Typical demon shit. Mundus wasn't happy, just ruling the shithole. And I guess Sparta woke up one day and realized, hey, this is evil as f***. Kind of the least he could fucking do, really. If that's true, he's been MI-fucking-A whenever shit hits the fan for the past few millennia.
Shut up! Shut up! Then on top of that, it's almost like she was completely stronger than Dante, because not only was she able to take him down with regular guns, by the way, but she technically also took down the main villain by just shooting him while Dante was getting completely smacked up. So it's like, okay. And speaking of the power differences, this leads me into my second dislike of the show. Dante was beyond nerfed, and they also were very inconsistent with his power. Like, I need a thorough explanation on how the fuck was Dante able to run so fast that he was able to save multiple people in slow motion from a crashing truck, which that truck was also moving super fast, by the way, but he couldn't dodge attacks from Lady or even catch up to her doing a foot chase? Hey, look, I don't know, man. I'm just saying being able to move like Quicksilver from one moment and then the next you losing to someone with no demonic powers? Yeah, all right. And then even with Agni and Rudra, he soloed both of them with ease in the games and didn't even have Devil Trigger at that point in time. But here it was like dude was literally fighting for his life. Granted, the fight was still entertaining, but come on, give my boy just a little power boost. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be exactly like the games, but make it kind of close. And now for the third and the most vile thing I hate I mean hate about this show. And I already know y'all thinking about how they trying to make some demons be good and that they should be cared for, even though that's the complete opposite of Devil May Cry. And no, that's so stupid. Or why would they change the voice actors and have Nero voicing Dante and Virgil having a deeper voice? Or even just design changes with Dante and Lady in their outfit and hair. No, I'm here to tell you today. We don't care about that. My biggest issue is what they did to Nello Angelo. Who the fuck is this? Look at his original design, and now look at this. I understand that Adi Shankar, the creator of the Netflix series, also tends to make bootleg universes, quote unquote, but dog, this is a bootleg of a bootleg. This is not even a leg, this is just a boot. This is not Nilo Angelo. This is Negro Go Home. Over here looking like a gladiator from Five Below. Like, bro, get out! Get out! Okay, but enough negativity. Let's end off this video with some positivity. Some of the few things I did like about this anime. For one, I really did like the fights. The previous anime fights weren't really that good, and honestly, it was pretty boring. You know, this one is not canon to the series, but it's kind of fun. The previous series felt a little boring, and yeah, but it was canon to the show, so it was like, okay, it's like acceptable, I guess. But that wasn't really for me. Another thing is, I also really like the animation for the most part. You know, besides the CGI in most cases, but like everything else was looking clean. Like the scene where White Rabbit got the Force Edge for the first time. Of course, multiple of the fight scenes, I don't gotta talk about that. And even when that plasma clone of Virgil popped out and did that little like finger thing, pause, that also looked pretty smooth. Like it was pretty good for season 1, and I hope it really improves in season 2 as well, because it's already confirmed we're getting like a season 2 and a season 3, so you know, get ready for it. I also really like how in this anime they made young Dante a tad more goofy and fun. It felt like a mixture of his DMC5 personality with his DMC3 one, if that kind of makes sense. Like, yeah, he was goofy like how he was in DMC5 when he was an old head, but he still had some cockiness of DMC3. So I personally really rock with that. And last but not least, the absolute MVP of this show, White Rabbit. White Rabbit. They snapped on him. Certified GOAT of a villain. I'm talking from the moment he was introduced, he was putting niggas in coffins and was moving like Aizen with how smart he was. He had it all. The drip, the menacing aura, and an amazing backstory for his character. He was just overall a peak villain. And I wholeheartedly believe if you don't like the show or if you love this show, nobody can hate White Rabbit because he was just a perfect character. I'ma just be real.
Oh my God, bro, is dick riding all you do?
No, I'm
Like
saying,
you literally got that nigga dick in your mouth right now. I see it.
So with both the negative and the positive feedback I have for this show, I truly believe that this anime for its own non-canon spinoff is a fun but a flawed show. I think that's fair to say. It's cool for its own thing, but if you try to directly tie everything back to the games, then it's absolutely
Garbage?
But anyway, I know I went off on a whole tangent about this, but I just had to glaze Dante more for this video, and I also had to include my thoughts about the anime in this one as well, because I'm most likely not making another DMC Netflix video until like the second season finishes. Now I'm about to start working on this Batman Arkham Knight video, and I will be glazing the mess out of him, and hopefully I can get it to you guys within a few weeks. So make sure to hit that subscribe button, and with that being said, that's how Dante was still him in Devil May Cry, the Netflix show.